Hello everyone, it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. Today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal chart analysis, and today I will be doing one on Jennie Kim. And I got this suggestion from Queen Bee. Thank you so much for the suggestion, I really appreciate that. So in order for you guys to get to know her, please make sure you stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Please also make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And last but not least, please make sure you share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone who really loves Jennie or this content. Now let's get right into the video. So Jennie Kim was born on January 16th, 1996. So this automatically qualifies her to be a Capricorn. So because she's a Capricorn, she is an earth sign, but she's also a cardinal sign. So because of this, she's someone who has a very great work ethic. She's someone who loves to always be focused on her work and do things that are very much work ethic like. She's someone who's very grounded because of her earth sign placement, and she's very practical. She's very patient because Capricorn placements do give you that patience inside of you that helps you know that even if things may not happen now, it will eventually happen. She's someone who's very resolute and is always looking for the next level to achieve. And she's also someone who's going to make sure that every dream of hers is accomplished, and she will put in as much work and energy in order to accomplish her goals. Next up would be her moon in Scorpio. Even though this can be a difficult placement at times, she's someone who has very high energy levels. That's very practical. Even though they may not show their emotions, but their energy is high because they are water signs, and they tend to have an emotional nature, basically filling the room and reacting to what's happening. They're also the types of people who really like structure. They like things being done. And they are the types of people who are very charismatic. So you love to be around them. They're very mysterious. And that's what makes you really want to get to know them a lot more. They're very deep in their thought. They're very self-confident, but they're very reserved. They're great psychologists, and they're very intense in their feelings. They're very resilient. Regardless of what comes in their way, they're going to make sure that they're going to accomplish whatever they need. They're very passionate and possessive with their partner. Up next would be her Mercury in Aquarius, and it makes sense because she is a Capricorn, and they tend to either get Sagittarius Mercury, Capricorn Mercury, or Aquarius Mercury. And this is actually a great Mercury to have. She's someone who has a very creative mind and someone who has great ideas and knows how to pursue them. This is great because she is in the entertainment industry, so having a creative mind is something that is very great for her. It's great for music writing. It's great for anything that deals with creativity. They are also the types of people who are very much unique in their point of view and things. They do thrive on being different from others and are very confident that their point of view is the right one, and they just love to be different. It's something that they embrace, they love, and their differentness and their uniqueness is something that really helps them in life because it makes them very much different from other people, and we're able to distinguish them. Up next would be her Venus in Pisces, and this is a great placement to have. So with this placement, she's someone who loves love, and she's someone who's very loving in a relationship. She's someone who's very chameleon-like, very compassionate, very artistic and creative, which is great for not only her relationships, but also her music. She's someone who's very much spiritual and loves the spiritual realm. She values in her relationship fantasy, adaptability. Makes sense because it is a mutable sign. escapism, creativity, secrets, so being able to escape with their partner to a place with no name. They're the types of people who are very romantic, very dreamy, very soft-hearted. She will be sensitive to her partner and everyone else. She loves unconditionally and cares about what's inside. She's very empathetic to others, especially her partner, and she's someone who's gonna forgive easily. Up next would be her Mars in Aquarius. She is someone who's motivated by humanitarian causes. She's very progressive. This is what gives her drive. She's very much individualistic. She's someone who has a community-minded attitude and causes that really care for her. So that's her desire. That's what drives her to be who she is. And that's what drives her to want to be the type of person she needs to be in life. She's also someone who has a drive to learn different types of things, regardless of what it is, regardless if it's for her career or if it's for her doing something important in her life. She's someone who's very innovative and she knows what to create, but she can also be very intuitive because Aquarius tend to have a logical intuition. So basically anything that they really believe in usually comes into fruition. So this is a great placement for her to have. Up next would be her Jupiter in Capricorn. This is a very interesting, hard placement, but they are the types of people who do get their luck through gaining wisdom and experiences to add to her tried and true method. Having this placement can be very difficult because they're going to have to gain a lot of wisdom, learn a lot of things in order for them to get what they need in life and get what they want in life. But after they gain all that knowledge, that's when things will get bigger and better for them. They have a lot of dedication and discretion in their life, and they're very great at everything that they do. So with this placement, they are going to be a little sad because they feel like the only results that are worthwhile is the results that they see. But with Capricorn placements, they do eventually see the things that they do now develop in the future. So this placement will be great. Up next would be your Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so with this placement, they tend to be people who looks down on the issues as unimportant in the grand scheme of things. So when it comes to the issues that they have, it's very common for her to have to make a lot of personal sacrifices. So Pisces placement tend to have an escapist type of mentality. So in the Saturn places, they try their best to distance themselves from issues as much as possible. But one of the obstacles that they have is that they're always making personal sacrifices for them, and they feel like, you know what, I want to be able to do things for myself. I want to put myself first. I want to be able to do things that will benefit me. So that's one of the obstacles they go through. But because of this, their strength is that they are very intuitive and they have a lot of creative talents that really benefit them, and people are able to understand them on a different level because of this placement. Up next would be her Uranus and Aquarius, and this is actually a great placement to have. So they tend to be the types to take up social causes and find ways of solving complex issues such as poverty and injustice. So a lot of people in this generation tend to always love to look at different topics, look at different things that deal with injustice. So they will go out, protest, talk about issues, look at issues and find a way to fix it because they believe in their heart that there's nothing that cannot be fixed if we want it to be fixed. So that's something that really is great for them in this placement, and they are very innovative in the way that they want to fix a lot of issues. So this placement really is very great because it balances a lot of other placements or other people with different placements. So having this placement is very great for her, and she could really relate to her generation. Next up is her Neptune in Capricorn, and with this placement, she tends to focus very much on the ways to increase her power, wealth, and influence, and that's something that she's been able to do. She's been able to garner a lot of this, and she's been able to benefit from a lot of the hard work she's garnered over the years, And also with this placement, she's someone who will idealize work and the generation she is from. She's very practical and has the ability to attain reasonable goals. And she's someone who will always stress that she needs to be selfless and giving. She may find it difficult to attain her goals unless she has lowered her expectations on all fronts. That is something that she should always do, is believe in herself and know she can accomplish everything. And by her making goals, or anyone in this generation doing that, they are not selfish, but they're just having fun and doing what they like to do in life. Up next would be her Pluto and Sagittarius. So she is a part of Generation Z, making her being born between 1995 and 2008. And they are the types of generation to love freedom, which makes sense because it's a Sagittarius placement, experimenting, exploration, another Sagittarius trait, and risk. And they love a lot of optimism. Sagittarius placements love that. They have the thrill of living and possibilities. Globalization, immigration, and different things that deal with foreign issues is something that they will always look at. They are also the types of people who love to add to their search of knowledge and wealth for their enjoyment. So this is something that's very common with her and her generation, because they just love to look at different things and read different things and increase their knowledge on that. And that's something that is really great and interesting in a way. Next up would be her North Node in Libra. And with this placement, she will need to develop these attributes in order to uncover these hidden gifts and talents. So one would be cooperation. Next would be diplomacy and tact, increasing her awareness of others' needs, selfishness and not being that, giving support without expecting anything in return, creating win-win situations, sharing with others, seeing things through another's eyes, communicating her self-identity, learning to listen to those around her, putting her energy into building relationships that last, identifying with the diplomat within, creating beauty and harmony in her environment, learning to connect and share with others, beginning to compromise for her own happiness and fulfillment, and not being so independent and disconnected with others, and she will always need union. So this is something that she'll need to do. Last but not least is her Chiron in Libra. So with this placement, she's someone who has the wound of relationships, as well as how she is valued to others. So in relationships, sometimes she will be the type of person who has had a lot of difficult relationships that have come her way, or relationships have never lasted and it's always ended very negatively for her. And she's also someone who may really appreciate people's opinion on her, and that really values her a lot. So with this placement, she will need to know and understand that she is her, and people's opinions of her should not really matter in a way, because she is still a public figure, but she should try her best to do what's best for her and do the best thing for herself, and also try her best to make the best of friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know down below, did you learn a lot about Mrs. Kim? Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person? And please let me know down below any other suggestions as to who you guys would want me to do a natal chart analysis on. Thank you so much, Queen Bee, for the suggestion. And if you have not yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, that like button, and that share button. And last but not least, please make sure you're following me on all of my social media accounts, from my Pinterest down to my TikTok. Everything will be linked down below, as well as my PayPal, my Etsy store, and last but not least, my podcast. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.